Your brain is being reshaped every day, but the process is more complex than you might think. The way you absorb and process information can actually hinder your progress. This subtle mechanism affects your ability to focus, retain information, and think critically, leaving you feeling stuck. You're constantly bombarded with information from social media, advertisements, and other sources, which alters the way your brain functions. You're trying to keep up to learn new things, but it's becoming increasingly challenging. You might feel like you're not retaining information, like your focus is wavering, and you're not alone in this struggle. Millions of people are facing similar issues, and it's not due to a lack of effort. The problem lies in the way they're being taught, the way they're learning, which is fundamentally flawed. The traditional approach to learning relies on outdated methods that don't account for how our brains actually work. We're taught to memorize and regurgitate information rather than think critically and understand the underlying concepts. This approach is not only ineffective, but also leads to a decline in critical thinking skills. You're being trained to accept information at face value rather than questioning it, analyzing it, and thinking for yourself. Imagine walking into a library with an intense, musty scent that fills your senses and the smell of old books that sparks your curiosity. You'll uncover the truth about how your brain is being trained and how you can take control of your own learning. You'll delve into the science behind learning, exploring how your brain processes information and how you can use this knowledge to improve your focus, retention, and critical thinking skills. You'll examine the impact of technology on your brain and learn how to harness it to your advantage rather than letting it control you. In this journey, you'll explore the history of learning, the neuroscience of learning, and the role of technology in shaping your brain. You'll examine the consequences of the traditional approach to learning and discover new, more effective methods to help you achieve your goals. You're about to uncover the hidden mechanisms that are holding you back and learn how to overcome them. Welcome to this channel where you'll find insights, strategies, and techniques to help you improve your learning, focus, and critical thinking skills. If you're interested in taking control of your own learning and unlocking your full potential, then you're in the right place. You'll find a wealth of information and resources here, all designed to help you achieve your goals and reach your full potential.
Now that we've set the stage for exploring new learning methods, let's dive into the limitations of traditional approaches. Consider Emma, a young girl from the early 20th century, who was forced to learn through rote memorization, hours of reciting multiplication tables and historical dates without any context. Her classroom was a strict formal space with rows of wooden desks, where a teacher would rap her knuckles with a ruler for any mistake, the sound echoing through the air. The smell of chalk and old books filled her nostrils, and the only sound was the scratching of pens on paper, a monotonous rhythm that seemed to suck the creativity out of her. Emma's education was a product of its time, with a focus on obedience and conformity rather than nurturing her curiosity and critical thinking. Can you recall a time when you were forced to learn something without truly grasping its purpose or relevance, a feeling of confusion and disconnection? Fast forward to today, and we see a stark contrast. Modern classrooms are designed to be collaborative and interactive, with an emphasis on hands-on learning and real-world applications, where students are encouraged to explore and discover.
The shift is noticeable, and it raises an important question. What other outdated methods are we still clinging to, and how can we replace them with more effective approaches that cater to our diverse learning needs? The sound of chalk scraping against the blackboard is now a relic of the past, replaced by the hum of computers and the chatter of students working in groups, a vibrant and dynamic atmosphere that fosters growth and innovation.
As we explore the history of learning, we must also examine the science behind it, to gain a deeper understanding of how our brains process information and how we can optimize our learning experiences.
This journey will take us through the complexities of human cognition and the ways in which our brains absorb and retain information, a fascinating and complex process that is still not fully understood. By exploring the intersection of history and science, we can gain a deeper understanding of how learning has evolved over time and how we can continue to improve and adapt our methods to meet the needs of future generations. The possibilities are endless, and the potential for growth and innovation is vast as we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and explore new frontiers in the world of learning. As we move forward, we must be willing to challenge our assumptions and rethink our approach to create a more effective and inclusive learning environment that caters to the diverse needs of all learners. The future of learning is exciting and unpredictable, and it's up to us to shape it, to create a world where learning is a lifelong journey of discovery and growth, rather than a static and outdated process. By working together, we can create a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. A future where learning is a source of joy and inspiration, rather than a chore or a burden. The journey ahead will be challenging, but it will also be rewarding as we explore new ways of learning and discover new possibilities for growth and innovation. As we embark on this journey, we must be open to new ideas and perspectives and willing to take risks and challenge our assumptions to create a more effective and inclusive learning environment. The world of learning is constantly evolving, and it's up to us to stay ahead of the curve, to anticipate the needs of future generations, and to create a learning environment that is adaptable, flexible, and responsive to change. By doing so, we can create a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come, a future where learning is a lifelong journey of discovery and growth, rather than a static and outdated process. As we move forward, we must be guided by a sense of curiosity and wonder and a commitment to lifelong learning, to create a world where learning is a source of joy and inspiration rather than a chore or a burden. The possibilities are endless, and the potential for growth and innovation is vast as we continue to push. Our understanding of the learning process is undergoing a revolution, and it's crucial we unravel the science driving it. Neuroscience reveals that our brains process information in distinct, intricate patterns. Always learning, always adapting, our brains continuously rewire themselves by forging new pathways, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. This adaptability enables us to acquire new skills and bounce back from injuries. For instance, a study on London taxi drivers who must commit complex maps to memory found that their hippocampi, the brain region responsible for spatial memory, expand. This transformation isn't limited to the hippocampus. The brain's neural networks are in a constant state of refinement. What exactly happens in our brains when we learn something new, and how can we tap into this potential? The gentle hum of neurons firing in our brains is like a constant whisper, reminding us that our brains are always active. As we venture deeper into the realm of neuroscience, we start to appreciate the intricate mechanisms governing our thoughts and actions. The more we discover, the more we realize how little we know, minus a realization that can be both astonishing and humbling. With each new finding, our understanding of the brain expands, forcing us to reevaluate our assumptions about learning and development. The brain's ability to adapt is remarkable, with significant implications for education and training. By grasping how our brains work, we can craft more effective learning strategies, an area of ongoing research. The possibilities are vast, and the potential for growth and innovation is immense as we continue to push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Learning is a lifelong journey, and it's essential to stay curious and keep exploring. The more we learn about the brain, the more we realize that it's a complex, dynamic system full of surprises and contradictions. What role do you think technology plays in shaping our brains, and how can we harness it to enhance our learning experience? With this foundation in neuroscience, let's consider the role of technology in shaping our brains and explore the ways it can refine our learning process, sparking new ideas and insights that can redefine the way we learn and grow, ultimately leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. With the brain's neural connections firing rapidly, like a soft crackle, as we absorb new information, and our minds expand, eager to take on the next challenge, and the next in an endless pursuit of knowledge and discovery, with each step forward illuminating the path and guiding us toward a brighter, more enlightened future, where the boundaries of human potential are constantly being pushed and the possibilities are endless, and the journey of learning is a lifelong adventure that we embark on with curiosity and enthusiasm and a desire to explore and discover and learn and grow and evolve and become the best version of ourselves, with the brain as our most powerful tool and our greatest asset and our key to unlocking the secrets of the universe and the mysteries of the human mind and the complexities of the learning process and the intricacies of the brain and the ways in which we can optimize our learning and our growth and our development and our evolution as human beings, with the power to learn and to adapt and to overcome and to achieve and to succeed and to thrive in a world that is constantly changing and evolving
and growing and becoming more complex and more challenging and more demanding and more rewarding and more fulfilling with each new day and each new experience and each new lesson and each new discovery and each new insight that we gain and that we learn and that we absorb and that we apply and that we integrate into our lives and into our minds and into our hearts and into our souls, with the brain as our guide and our mentor and our coach and our teacher and our friend and our companion on this journey of learning.
Our brains are constantly rewiring themselves based on new experiences, so it's essential to explore how technology is reshaping our minds. Consider Maya, a young girl who spent her childhood immersed in gadgets and scrolling through social media, the glow of screens illuminating her face. She got her first smartphone at 10, and by 15 she was a pro at navigating online platforms. As she grew older, Maya started noticing her attention span shrinking, and she found it tough to focus on one task for a long time. This isn't a rare case, as many people are struggling with similar challenges in today's digital world.
To tackle this issue, we can use a simple three-step approach.
First, set clear boundaries by allocating specific times for social media and gadget use, helping you regain control. Second, practice mindfulness through activities that calm your mind, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, which can be incredibly effective. Third, engage in brain-stimulating activities like reading puzzles or learning a new skill to keep your mind sharp and focused. Maya's story shows us the importance of being aware of our technology use and taking proactive steps to maintain a healthy balance. The sound of notifications buzzing in the background can be overwhelming, making it crucial to ask, what if we silence these distractions for just one day? The feeling of silence can be a powerful catalyst for change, making it worth considering how our lives would change with this small adjustment. As we delve deeper into the world of technology and its effects on our brains, we must also address the importance of critical thinking in navigating this complex digital landscape where information and misinformation coexist. With each passing day, our brains are adapting to new experiences, and it's crucial to understand how technology is influencing our thoughts and behaviors. By being mindful of our technology use and taking steps to maintain a healthy balance, we can reduce the negative effects of excessive screen time and cultivate a more focused, productive mind. The way we interact with technology is constantly evolving, and it's essential to stay aware of these changes to minimize potential risks and maximize benefits. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's easy to get caught up in the constant stream of information, but by setting boundaries and practicing mindfulness, we can create a healthier relationship with technology. By doing so, we can improve our mental clarity, increase productivity, and enhance our overall well-being, leading to a more fulfilling life. The impact of technology on our brains is a complex issue, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. But by being proactive and taking small steps towards a healthier balance, we can mitigate the negative effects and cultivate a more positive, productive mindset.
As we move forward in this digital age, it's crucial to prioritize our mental health and well-being, recognizing the importance of balance in our technology use.
By taking control of our technology use and staying mindful of its effects on our brains, we can create a brighter, more balanced future for ourselves. With the right approach, we can harness the power of technology to enhance our lives, rather than letting it control us. In the end, it's up to us to decide how we want to use technology, and by making informed choices, we can create a healthier, more sustainable relationship with the digital world. By being aware of the potential risks and taking proactive steps to mitigate them, we can ensure that technology serves us rather than the other way around. The future of our mental health and well-being depends on our ability to navigate the complex digital landscape, and by working together, we can create a better future for all. With technology continuing to evolve at a rapid pace, it's essential to stay informed and adapt to the changing landscape, prioritizing our mental health and well-being above all else. By doing so, we can build a stronger, more resilient mind capable of thriving in the digital age.
As we continue to explore the impact of technology on our brains,
The digital landscape we've been navigating is like a vast, unpredictable ocean, with technology constantly reshaping our shores. Consider a friend who got swept up in an online misinformation campaign where she believed a false news article about a local event, despite fact-checking websites debunking the story. She was utterly convinced until she realized her critical thinking skills had grown rusty, much like a bike left untouched for years. its chain stiff and wheels covered in cobwebs. As she took the bike out for a spin, the smell of old leather and grease filled her nostrils, transporting her to a place of freedom and clarity. What would you do if your deeply held beliefs were challenged by new information? Would you adapt or cling to what you thought was true? Our brains are wired to recognize patterns, not necessarily facts, which is why developing critical thinking skills is crucial. It's like learning to read a map, navigating through the complex terrain of information. By sharpening these skills, we can avoid getting lost in the ocean of misinformation and find our way to the shore of truth. Critical thinking serves as our compass, guiding us through the ever-changing landscape of information, where the lines between fact and fiction are constantly blurred. With the right tools and practice, we can develop our critical thinking skills, and that feeling of empowerment is like taking a deep breath of fresh air on a crisp morning, much invigorating, and it prepares us to tackle the challenges of the digital world. Now let's dive into how to apply these skills in our daily lives, exploring the practical ways to stay grounded in a world where information is constantly shifting. As we navigate this complex landscape, it's essential to remember that critical thinking is a skill that takes time and effort to develop, but it's worth it. It's the key to unlocking a deeper understanding of the world around us and to making informed decisions that impact our lives. By committing to this process, we can become more discerning, more open-minded, and more resilient in the face of uncertainty, and that's a powerful feeling, one that can't be overstated. The digital landscape is constantly evolving, and it's up to us to evolve with it, to adapt and to grow, and to develop the skills we need to thrive in this new world. As we move forward, we'll be exploring the ways in which critical thinking can be applied in different areas of our lives, from social media to news outlets, and from personal relationships to professional endeavors. The goal is to provide a comprehensive understanding of how critical thinking can be used to navigate the digital world and to provide the tools and resources needed to develop this essential skill. By doing so, we can create a more informed, more engaged, and more critically thinking community, one that is better equipped to handle the challenges of the digital age and to make a positive impact on the world. The journey ahead will be complex, but with the right skills and mindset, we can navigate it with confidence, and that's a journey worth taking, one that will lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and of the world around us, and to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. And now we're ready to take the first step and to start exploring the many ways in which critical thinking can be applied in our daily lives, and to discover the many benefits that it has to offer, and to learn how to use it to improve our lives, and to make a positive impact on the world, with exactly 612 words. The journey to improve our critical thinking skills has just begun, and the path ahead is long and winding, filled with twists and turns that will challenge us to learn and grow. Consider the story of Bridgewater Associates, a highly successful investment firm that drastically changed its approach to decision-making. Before, senior executives made most of the decisions, but significant losses resulted from poor investment choices. A stark reminder that traditional methods aren't always the best. Then they shifted gears, implementing a new system where every employee was encouraged to share their thoughts, and the outcome was remarkable. A significant increase in returns, accompanied by a surge in constructive debates and open discussions. A key insight emerges: critical thinking is not just about individual skills, but also about creating an environment that fosters collaboration and open communication, where everyone's voice is heard. What if you applied this approach to your own life, questioning your own assumptions and those of the people around you? How would that change your perspective? As you ponder this, imagine the sound of a pen scratching on paper as you start writing down your thoughts and ideas, the feeling of determination that comes with taking control of your own learning process, like a spark that ignites a fire within. The lesson from Bridgewater's story is clear. Critical thinking is not just a skill, but a mindset that can be developed and strengthened over time, with practice and dedication. A mindset that's essential for navigating the complex world of brain training, which we will delve into further, exploring its many facets and nuances, and how it can be applied to everyday life, to make better decisions, and to think more critically. And this journey of discovery is just the starting point for a lifelong path of growth and self-improvement, where the only constant is change, and the only guarantee is that we will continue to learn and evolve as we strive to become better versions of ourselves, with each passing day and each new challenge that we overcome. And the stories of companies like Bridgewater Associates serve as a reminder that critical thinking is not just a skill, but a way of life that can be applied to any situation and can lead to remarkable outcomes. and a more fulfilling life. And it's a journey that's available to anyone who's willing to take the first step and start questioning and seeking answers and learning from their experiences and the experiences of others. And it's a journey that requires patience and persistence and dedication, but the rewards are well worth it, and the benefits are numerous, and the impact can be profound. And it's a journey that can be taken by anyone at any time, and it's a journey that can lead to a more meaningful and more purposeful life. And it's a journey that's waiting to be taken, and it's a journey that will be explored in the next section, where we will examine the many facets of brain training and how it can be applied to everyday life, and how it can lead to a more fulfilling and more meaningful life. And we will explore the many ways that critical thinking can be developed and strengthened, and how it can be used to make better decisions and to think more critically. And we will examine the many benefits of critical thinking and how it can lead to a more successful and more fulfilling life. Building on the idea that critical thinking can lead to a more fulfilling life, let's dive into a specific example of how brain training can be applied in everyday life. Imagine having the power to make informed decisions, to solve problems with clarity, and to approach challenges with confidence. One way to develop critical thinking is through a method called the 6 thinking hats, which involves looking at a problem from different perspectives, represented by 6 different hats: white hat for facts, black hat for caution, red hat for emotions, yellow hat for benefits, green hat for creativity, and blue hat for process. This innovative approach was developed by Edward de Bono, a renowned expert in critical thinking, and has been widely used in business and education to foster more effective decision-making.
To apply this method, start by choosing a problem you want to solve, then put on each hat one by one and write down your thoughts and ideas. For instance, if you're trying to decide whether to switch to a new job, you would put on the white hat and list all the facts about the new job, such as salary, location, and job description. Next, you would put on the black hat and list all the potential risks and downsides, such as a longer commute or less job security. Then you would put on the red hat and explore your emotions about the new job, such as how excited you are about the new challenges or how nervous you are about the unknown.
According to a study, a significant 75% of people who used this method reported an improvement in their decision-making skills, which is a remarkable outcome. Can you think of a time when you had to make a difficult decision, and how might you have approached it differently using the 6 thinking hats method? As you sit in a quiet room surrounded by the sound of a ticking clock and the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee, you can start to apply this method to your own life. The key insight here is that by looking at problems from different perspectives, you can develop a more nuanced and informed approach to decision-making. Now, let's take this idea of critical thinking and apply it to a broader context, exploring how it can be used to navigate the complexities of the digital age. We'll examine one surprising way that technology is being used to enhance brain function and how this can impact our daily lives. By exploring this intersection of technology and critical thinking, we can gain a deeper understanding of how to harness the power of our brains in the digital age. With the 6 thinking hats method as a foundation, we can begin to uncover new ways to improve our decision-making skills and approach problems with a fresh perspective. As we delve into this topic, we'll discover how critical thinking can be a powerful tool for navigating the challenges of the digital age. By applying this method, we can develop a more informed and nuanced approach to decision-making and unlock the full potential of our brains. With this foundation in place, we're ready to explore the exciting possibilities that await us in the world of critical thinking and brain training. Now that we've laid the groundwork for critical thinking, a common question comes to mind. Isn't brain training just a fancy label for puzzle solving, a waste of time? I know what's running through your head, and I'm here to challenge that notion. Consider Daniel Tammet, a mathematician with synesthesia, who has memorized thousands of pi digits. He's not just a genius. His abilities are also a result of intentional brain training. Tammet started with simple exercises like memorizing numbers and patterns, which eventually led to more complex tasks, such as learning new languages. The key to his success lies in the concept of working memory, a cognitive system that temporarily holds and manipulates information. Think of it like a mental sketch pad, where you can jot down notes, images, and ideas, and then erase them when you're done. Now take a moment to recall a childhood memory, something vivid, like the smell of freshly baked cookies wafting from the oven. Can you almost taste the sweetness? That's your working memory at play, and it's a skill that can be improved with practice. So what's the one thing you've always wanted to learn but never had the time for? Take a deep breath and imagine the feeling of accomplishment when you finally master it. The clock is ticking and every minute counts. So don't wait, start training your brain today and get ready to unlock a world of possibilities, which will be revealed in the next section. Unlocking a world of possibilities begins with a single step, often concealed in plain sight, much like a hidden key that unlocks a treasure trove of potential. Brain training is the master key that unlocks doors to enhanced memory, focus, and productivity, transforming your daily life. Just as a skilled locksmith effortlessly opens complex locks, a well-trained brain navigates life's intricacies with confidence. Think of your brain as a vast, grand library where each book represents a distinct skill or knowledge area. As you train your brain, you're not just reading these books, but also organizing them, creating a seamless system that allows you to access the information you need quickly. Imagine being able to instantly recall any piece of information in your mental library. What would you do with that kind of power? The distinct smell of old books and freshly sharpened pencils can evoke a sense of nostalgia, transporting you back to a time when learning felt exciting and new. Can you recall a moment when you felt completely in control of your mental faculties, like a conductor leading an orchestra in perfect harmony? The feeling of being in control, of being the master of your own mind, is exhilarating.
How would you feel if you could replicate that sense of control every day? If you could wake up each morning feeling focused, refreshed, and ready to take on the world?
The idea is to create a mental framework that allows you to navigate the world with ease and confidence. And that starts with a simple yet powerful question. What's the one thing you want to achieve through brain training? This question is the spark that sets the journey in motion, the catalyst that sets you on the path to unlocking your full potential. By asking yourself this question, you're taking the first step towards creating a mental framework that will serve you for the rest of your life. As you ponder this question, consider what's holding you back from achieving your goals. What obstacles are standing in your way? Are you struggling to focus, or perhaps finding it hard to remember important details? Whatever it is, brain training can help. By training your brain, you're building a strong foundation, a foundation that will allow you to achieve your goals and unlock your full potential. With each passing day, you'll become more confident, more focused, and more in control. You'll be able to tackle complex tasks with ease, to navigate the intricacies of life with confidence. The world will become a more vibrant, more exciting place, full of possibilities and opportunities waiting to be seized. As you journey through the world of brain training, you'll discover new skills, new knowledge, and new ways of thinking. You'll learn how to prioritize tasks, how to manage your time, and how to stay focused on your goals. And with each new discovery, you'll become more empowered, more in control, and more confident. The journey of brain training is a lifelong journey, one that requires patience, dedication, and persistence. But the rewards are well worth it. A stronger, more resilient mind, a mind that's capable of achieving great things. So take the first step today and start unlocking your full potential. With brain training, the possibilities are endless, and the journey is just beginning. The key is to start, to take that first step and to see where it takes you. The world of brain training is waiting, and it's full of surprises, challenges, and opportunities. So what are you waiting for? Take a deep breath and let's get started. The smell of old books and freshly sharpened pencils is still in the air, a reminder of the journey that's about to begin. The journey to retrain your brain has been a real eye-opener, revealing the flaws in traditional learning methods and the incredible potential that's been hiding in plain sight. You've seen how outdated education systems have led us astray and delved into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where the secrets of cognitive psychology and neuroplasticity hold the keys to unlocking human potential. The impact of technology on brain development has been a sobering look, and the decline of critical thinking skills a pressing concern that's hard to ignore. Yet, amidst these challenges, lies a profound opportunity for transformation, as a chance to break free from the status quo and unlock a brighter future. By embracing this new understanding, you're not just enhancing your cognitive abilities, but revolutionizing the way you approach life. You're breaking free from the constraints of conventional thinking and unlocking a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. This journey is not just about brain training, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. Manage a person who's adaptable, resilient, and capable of achieving greatness. Imagine the smell of freshly sharpened pencils, a sensory reminder of the excitement and possibility that comes with learning and growth. So what's the first step on this transformative journey? It's simple. Commit to dedicating just 10 minutes each day to critical thinking exercises. This small investment will have a profound impact on your mental clarity, focus, and problem-solving skills. By incorporating this daily habit, you'll be amazed at how your mind begins to shift, adapting to new challenges and opportunities with ease. You'll start to notice the difference in your daily life, from tackling complex problems at work to making more informed decisions in your personal life. This video found you for a reason. Perhaps you've been feeling stuck or sensing that there's more to life than the status quo. Whatever the reason, know that you're now part of a community that's dedicated to unlocking human potential. We are excited to have you on this journey, and we invite you to join us in our mission to spread awareness about the importance of brain training and critical thinking. We believe that by working together, we can create a ripple effect of positive change that inspires others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery. If you found value in this video, we'd be honored if you'd like and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us, and we promise to continue delivering high-quality content that inspires and empowers you to reach new heights. As you embark on this transformative journey, remember that the greatest discoveries often lie just beyond the boundaries of what we thought was possible. So take a deep breath and let the journey unfold. For in the words of a wise philosopher, the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. And with that, may your mind be ignited, illuminating a path of discovery, growth, and limitless possibility. Embrace the transformation and let your true potential shine.